Good morning or afternoon. Thought I'd record this for you real quick to give you quick details. We've had a little challenge getting together on the calendar. So I want you to have all the information so you can take your time, process it, do your due diligence, and maybe somewhere down the road, we can help you with what I think is one of the best marketing sales things I've ever run across in my 40 years. But I'm going to do a quick PowerPoint and then I'm going to take you into the software. I'm going to go through all details, including all pricing, answer a lot of questions, but you might have a few more. So you'll have my actual personal phone number on there. You can call me back and answer those questions for you. Let me get into the actual software background so you'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay, let's do a share here. Okay, hopefully by now you see the SalesGodCRM. That's the name of the company. I'm going to give you their website and all the testimonials and things like that, so you'll be able to look us up easy. But a little bit about me. That's me and my sons, James and Stephen there. James on the left just got out of the Army. He got hired by a company that actually paid him $95,000 to sit in the same chair he was doing the Army job for 25. So good job, James. Stephen on the right there is a Navy SEAL, his 10th year. He's the tip of the tip. Proud of both of them. I'm also U.S. Army honorably discharged vet from the 70s. But mainly in the last 40 years, I've been into sales, education, manufacturing, medical, mortgage industries, things like that. And I gravitated to this position because I really like helping people either accelerate in their career or actually change their career. So I've talked to a lot of new people that are just getting into the industry. But we all face the same challenges here in the last 10 or 15 years, trying to find a marketing tool that's going to help us that isn't going to break the bank. So I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on Facebook and Google and YouTube and LinkedIn and having, LinkedIn. I spent 9,000 on LinkedIn and they told me this great program. Oh, there's billions of people we can get you hooked up. They didn't tell me I could only talk to 200 of them a month. So I want you to go out there and find all that pricing because when you see our pricing compared to that, you'll understand why I'm pretty excited. But the challenge is the same. You have to get in front of your client. It doesn't matter how hot or how cold the lead is. If you can't get your information in front of them, it doesn't matter. I paid $300 for leads from Planswell, and they had their name and their phone number and their email and how much they had saving, the 401 and IRA and mortgage and their kids. I couldn't get them on the phone. It doesn't matter. And that's the key, the phone, right? Everybody's got one and everybody's face is in that phone. When you got up this morning, I'm going to bet you had a pretty good quick time to get to your phone and see if you had any text messages and see if you had anything on your appointment calendar. So mainly when people go to their phone, the next thing they go to their email, but that doesn't work like it used to. Now people scan down the subject lines and they go click, 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 and they just throw them away. So we have a 98% open rate. Open rate means they saw your text and they open it, and now your message is in their face. It's important to understand what needs to be done to get to that. So most people don't understand this. It's called 10DLC code. 10DLC code was enacted by the government, the federal government, and by carriers, AT&T, Sprint, those guys, back in December of 24. They all got together and they say, look, we want to stop all the spamming that's coming in because it's costing us millions of dollars. And so they put together 10DLC code. You must be registered with the federal government. You got to pay them $47, and I'll show you how. You got to have a headshot and a description of what you're selling. But what that lets you do is put 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 texts a day out into people's phones, legally and authorized, certified, and all that good stuff. So the message is important. You've got basically 12 seconds before that gets deleted. You have to use their first name so they recognize you came to them somehow, some way you knew about them. Now, I'm sure you've got one of these before where it says first name, but it's not your first name. That's because they didn't set it up correctly. And that's one of the big things that we do. This isn't go high level where you got to go and build everything and put it all together yourself. We do all of the work. You got to be on the call with us because we want to make sure you're approving the language. And you might want to change a word or two. But we know what you want to sell. We've got thousands of agents. We know if you're selling IUL, what hits the mark. So, but these spin techs, what it does is it lets you take a CVS file, put all your stuff in there and everything is populated. Okay. This is our dashboard. You'll see that I'm 10 DLC approved right up here. I need to be, and that's why I got in your phone, and that's why you raised your hand. Okay. And you can see here, Monday this week, I sent out about 4,500 texts in that first day, and then I kind of ramp it down to somewhere around 3,000. I don't want to be bombarded, right? Some people have a team. I don't have a team, so boom, I'm just gonna take and I can talk to people. That's what I like to do. But in the last 4 months, I'm at 98.5% open rate. 98.5% of the people I sent a text to opened it. Now, I want to be real clear on what that means. Excuse me, I'm out of a little water here. What that means is it got open. I didn't say they bought or they sold or had a conversation with them. My information got to them. And here's how the numbers play out in that. And it's pretty straight across the board. I don't care what industry you're in. If you're in solar, if you're in insurance, it's all about the same. 1,000 people open that text. 800 of them are going to delete it right off the bat. That's the way it is. Of the 200 that are left, about 150 or so are going to reply, don't call me, leave me alone, stick it where the sun don't shine, whatever. People are angry now. Okay, I get it. Our AI is going to pull all that out, throw in the garbage can. I don't want to talk to anybody angry anymore. Let them go. The 50 that are left said yes. They saw the full message. They saw their name and they saw what I was doing and they responded to it just like you did. Now I got a two-way conversation going and I can call them or I can send them another text and I do it automatically within 2 minutes, or I can schedule a Zoom call, record it, and we can have a conversation. But if you had 50, 20 to 25 are going to get on your calendar, 12 to 15 will show up. Can you sell one? What is your worst commission? If you can sell one in our program with that 1,000 or 10,000, one, you paid for us for the entire year. Yeah, I know that's pretty exceptional. I'm going to go through complete details in a second, but I wanted to show you one more thing on this page. I've sent out 118,962 and I got about 10% back. Okay. That's the numbers game. How do you hit 400 in the major leagues? You bat all the time. The way you make a lot of sales is you sell all the time. You get in front of people that want to hear what you have. I don't care if you're a great closer or not. If you get in front of enough people, you're going to make money. And that's what this is all about. Now, it's important to understand the messaging. So these are going to be set up with our counselor on your first visit with us when we set up all your language. We want to make sure that you have it right. And some people have multiple campaigns. So I've got IULs, I've got annuities, I've got whole life, whatever. We're going to set up different campaigns for those because you don't want to send an annuity person something about final expense, right? It's not going to work. So they're going to set up all of that. And then as you go through, you will turn them on and off depending on what list you're starting to send out to. So this is all going to be set up for you. You'll be there withering the language together. Okay. Down here, you're going to see it says appointment set, this yellow. Yep. The yellow means that, hey, that person set an appointment. It's important to see these color codes because in a second here, I'm going to go in and show you. I can instantly scan down the page and see who's going to be where and who I need to talk to first, right? A hot lead. This is somebody who wants to call me, wants me to call them. This ghosted over here is pretty important for Medicare people. They have the open enrollment, right? You talk to 3 or 4 or 500 people in that period of time. You don't remember them all. You don't sell them all. But next year, those are good candidates if you can get to them before they get sold or changed. So what the Ghost Script does is it lets you put all the language in there, tag them for that. And then 9 months later, it turns out it automatically does it for you. You don't have to remember who you talked to. It comes up and it shows you the actual conversation that you had. That's pretty awesome. Okay, let's see what these things look like. This is part of the dashboard called members messages. So you can see Vera here, she's already yellow. She's made an appointment. All of these greens are people that said, yes, please, let me help you. Let me talk to you, that kind of a thing. Okay. And then when I send a message back to them, here it changes the color. So I know, okay, green, I haven't talked to them. Black, I've talked to them at least one message. And then I tag them from that point. Let's talk about reality. Somebody raises their hand. there's a really good chance you're going to have to tag them 7, 8, 10 times. That's just the reality of how people work. This person here, Lena, said yes, and then it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 messages to get her on my calendar. That's just the way it works. But that's the problem with sales. You're really good at talking to somebody right now. You got them on the phone. But if you got to follow up for the next 3 weeks, there's a real good chance you have a lot of stuff falling in the wastebasket. So we got both of those set up. You can instantly talk to them, you can instantly text to them, and you can make a message, and you can just let our CRM keep tagging them, right? This is what a calendar looks like after you've been at this for a while. You're not going to be there in the first week. It's not going to be there in the first month. But as you get going on, what's going to happen is people you talk to now and that process of 8 or 10 tags start loading up and new people start loading up, and you'll see something like this. So this is Jim, James, Natalie, David, Darren, Byron, John, Ellen, Sharon, Cody, Cornell, Tanner. These are all people I haven't talked to. I've texted back and forth, and now they're on the message board, and now they have an appointment. Most of them will show, some of them won't. I'll tag those, and it'll keep tagging them. Hey, you missed your appointment. Okay. Let's talk about money real quick. When you send a text out, it's going to cost you almost a penny, a little over a penny. That goes to the carriers. That's for the privilege of using their phone lines. So 1,000 messages is $12. I mean, I spent $30 a day at Facebook to put ads up for people to watch my video that watched them at 2 o'clock in the morning while they were watching stupid cat videos and they got on my appointment calendar and didn't have a clue about what I was talking about. So this pricing is pretty awesome. If they respond to you, that's free. So you can have a back and forth, spend a dime and have a really good conversation. It's important to get the message correct as far as the sentence or characters. So 160 or less costs you the penny. If you go into a 161, even if it's a space, you're going to pay a little over 2 pennies. Now, 2 pennies, it doesn't sound like a lot. You start sending out 20,000 texts, guess what? It'll add up pretty fast. So we're going to also help you set up a phone line. Now, most people I talk to are paying at least $50 for a phone. The last thing you want to do is have 2,000 people binging your phone. It'll drive you crazy. So we're going to set you up a digital phone. You're looking at it. That's what I text you on. That's what I call people from, so they recognize the number for 75 cents for a month. A line just like yours, and you can have it come and forward to your phone, or you can have it go to a message box, which is where I put mine. So one of the great things is some people sell across the country. If you want to have an area code that's in each time zone, you can. For $3, that's less than a cup of coffee a month. You can have 4 phone lines. One of the key things too is as we send out text, if you're on Eastern time and you're sending it to somebody in California at 8 o'clock, it's not going to get to them until 8 o'clock their time. So the AI is following up on all this to make sure that you're in the right zone. Now, we do not sell leads. We do not sell leads. We help you with leads that you have, or we help you introduce you to vendors that have come to us with great pricing because we have thousands and thousands of agents that are looking for leads. So we've got several vendors. You talk to them, you vet them, you see what they got, but they're as low as a penny a piece. You can get 20,000 IUL leads for $200. Now, first thing, every time I say that, somebody says, well, those are not brand new hot leads. No, they're not brand new hot leads. But guess what? If you got a brand new hot lead for $300, you're going to call them and sort 20 other people. They'll tell you that they're private for you, but all of a sudden, they got calls all day long and they're either going to get sold or they're going to say, hey, leave me alone, man. You guys are killing me. So all of those leads in the 20,000 thing, yeah, they're not hot, but they have expressed wanting to learn about IULs or whatever it is that you're getting from these guys, annuities. What this does is it gives you the ability to tag somebody that might have been in the last year. And now, oh, yeah, I remember the IUL thing. I want to get into that. This guy just texted me. He actually knows my name. Yeah, let me talk to him. Okay. So those are the ones that come up as the 50 that you make 20 appointments, that 10 show up. Can you sell one? I hope so. Let's talk about the money. So our software package for the entire year is $597. Your first month, it's $694. We add a month of what we call Success Coach. Now, Success Coach does a couple of things. It gets you some extra time with our professionals to make sure you're completely ready, your language is ready, all your campaigns are ready, and you're ready to target and you're ready to go. Okay. Now, at the end of that first month, turn it off or turn it on, depending on how you feel about the extra help. But one thing we're going to do is we're going to pay your $47 coverage fee to the federal government out of that first month of Success Coach. If you want to pay it by yourself and not have the extra coverage, that's on you. But I'm suggesting you might want to do at least 1 month so you can learn about it, get set up, and get scaling and rocking. And we'll pay the 47 and we'll expedite your paperwork. So instead of 2 to 3 weeks, it'll be 7 to 10 days or even less. Okay. So you get the year subscription with complete support, personalized setup and counseling. You get the 10 DLC covered. Remember, all texts coming in are free. All texts going out are a penny if you can keep that message at 160 characters. Going to set you up a new digital phone line. This is very important. We are a software company. We always have new things coming down the pike. When you're our client, anything new is grandfathered in and you're covered. You don't spend anything extra. And I've been hit by that 50 times. Oh, we got this new program and it's only $1,500. Thanks. And I'm not going to do this to you either. Oh, you have to sign up now because we have a price increase coming. Bull. I've heard that so many times it drives me nuts. We don't have any price increase coming right now for the foreseeable future. When it happens, it happens. If you're in, you're covered and you're grandfathered. If it's not, you consider the new option and you go from there. Success Coach with an on and off switch. First month, put it on. Get the 47 covered, get scaling and rocking, turn it off. 6 months from now, you go to a different carrier and you need some new help, or you just need something in scaling, turn it back on for a couple of months. Use it as you need it. We'll get you some video training. We'll get you specialized introduction to those lead vendors. Again, you vet them, you find out what they got, you buy what you want. But mostly I've found out that most people that I talk to that have been in the business at any length of time have a whole file of people that they talk to that they haven't followed up on at all. And in there, I'm betting you that's one deal that pays for this entire thing. I mean, most insurance people that are selling a minimal thing, you got $800 commission. Mostly in real life insurance, it's $1,500 to $2,000 for one. That pays for us for the entire year. So go ahead and go out there and find out some other marketing things. Tell me what their pricing is, because I know what their pricing is. Okay, read this out loud to me. I'll read it here because it's a video. No cold calling. No 200 dials a day. No chasing people. Put the CRM and let the CRM chase them. It's worth chasing them. I just don't want to do it. And you only talk to people that raise their hand, and that helps you generate a huge amount of appointments automatically because you're sending out 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 texts a day. You're going to find the 20, 30, or 40 people that actually want to talk with you. Okay. I'm going to go into the actual software right now. So we've got about another 10 minutes just to let you know, and I'll answer all your questions. But let's go into the actual software. This is my dashboard right now. You can see up here it says balance of $494. This is my wallet. I usually put about $200 a month into this wallet to pay for that penny at a time and for my 75-cent phone line. So that's a reoccurring charge, and that's going to the carriers and not to us. But that lets you text as many people as you want. I keep mine right about 1,000 a day or so. And you can see I turned it off here on Thursday and ramped it down on Friday. I'm at a 98.9% open rate over the last 4 months. So I'm doing pretty good. And 100% yesterday. All right. Yes, sir. All good. But let's go to the next thing here, which is the messenger. So the messenger is where the texts come back to me when somebody says yes. Okay, let's do Christian Martinez. I've been going back and forth with him. Okay, Christian, yeah, I'm interested. What appointments specifically? Awesome. I can give you a quick call. I'm on the road this morning. Would you mind sending me information? Absolutely. I'll send it all to you. Never got it. Better review it later. Hey, Mark, looks promising, but way too much to invest. $700. This guy can't afford $700. Okay, I understand that. I'm not going to beat him up on that point. But if you can't invest $700, then go out and look at what other people are charging for marketing. Go and see. It's usually $500 to set up, $1,000 a month. You're going to pay for Facebook ads 10, 20, $30 a day, and they're going to hit you for the next 90 days. That's on you. You do what you want to do. So, anyway, these are all people, and I've had over 400 people since the first of the year say, hey, show me what you got. Okay. And that's really all I'm talking about. We get you in front of the people, and then you've got to sell, right? You've got to do your thing, but you're not chasing them and you're not calling them. It's automated. Okay. I want to come down here to this, what says message. No, no, let me see what I want to do. I want to find a text strip, autoresponder. You're on a phone call. You just sent out 1,000 message. You got 10 people that respond to you. You don't want to call them. You want to auto respond to them. Okay. So this is my auto respond message, and I've set it up to go out 2 minutes after they raise their hand. It automatically goes out. You can see the spin text here changing as it goes out, and it gives them more information. It lets them know, oh, I see that you said yes. We're going to have a conversation. So it's automated, it's set up. And then at that point, I'm going to go into what we call the text strips. Now, this is the one I've set up for insurance agents. You can see I don't have a lot because I'm just talking to salespeople. I'm not talking to clients. So I don't need as many. You guys are pretty smart. You'll know if this is good for you or not. I'm not going to beat you up on it. If you can't afford $700 for your business, it doesn't matter to me. I appreciate it. And I hope maybe somewhere down the road you want to invest with a credit card. Otherwise, you're going to be doing what you're doing now. And I know it ain't happy, it ain't pretty, but let's say that you go in here and you take a look at the setting. I want you to see what the initial message is. See how we have all the spin text in here? What this lets us do is send out this one small text message, and it changes the word. Our AI changes the word every time it sends it out, so that the carriers see this as 94 different messages. They don't see it as one single message. It gets changed and back and forth. And so what that lets us do is keep that one small message out of spam. And that's our goal. Here in the settings, you're going to go in and you're going to be able to see what time of day and how many you want to go and what it is that you want to do as far as how many go out. Now, you can see I'm on a Monday through Friday. And you can see I'm going from 7:05 until about 2:40. This I set up was for Friday. I don't go after 2:40 on Friday. But I could say stretch this out here till 8 p.m. and take that up here, and it will text all of that time. Now, normally I'm going to set this up for like a Monday so you can see what would go on. I normally go to about 5:50, and then I start at 8 o'clock. And then what I do is I bring this over here and I put this at 11:25, and I put this at 1:10, right about 1:10. Okay, so now what I've done is I've created a lunchtime where I'm not sending lunch text out. You don't have to do it that way. It's just the way I do it. And I have right now two texts going out, but again, I'm setting this up for Monday, and I'll go back to my usual 10. 10 texts per minute, every minute, all this green time is going to go out and send that message to all the people that I have loaded in. And I'll save it. Boom. Okay. One or two more things here in the wallet. The wallet is where you set up again. You pay, you put money in, you add funds, and that pays for the 75 cents and for a penny per text. You're going to need a couple $100 a month. That's just the way it is, right? You could either send it to Facebook and hope your ad gets in front of the right person, or you can actually get in somebody's phone that's on that list and have them open it. Okay, that's on you. What other things? Stop words. Stop words are funny. I love stop words. We're going to give you 20, 25, but these are words that somebody has texted me back saying, leave me alone, basically. I'm driving. I'm not interested. Please do not text this normal number anymore. Poop, pass, out. A lot of funny things. If you get one of those that slips through on you, you just take it, put it in here, copy it in there, and put on save, and it'll take care of it. You'll never see it again. take them out, take the angry people out, throw them away. Don't waste your time with them. And then the last thing I'm going to show down here is this subscription button. Now, I'm sending you this video, and at some point you might want to go in, and if you want to go in fast, you hit the subscription button and it lets you pay for everything. To actually get into this dashboard, I will show you how to do it without paying anything, where you can see everything set up. You won't be able to use it, but you can register with it. Okay. So let's stop that and come back to this. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to show you how I can actually go in and show you how. Let's do this. I'm going to take this. I'm going to log out. Okay, so let me do a share, make sure I'm sharing here. And where am I? There we are. Okay, excellent. I hope you're seeing this. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. Sales God login. So what the Sales God login does, right here and login. Yep, you should be able to see it right now. You're going to be able to go in and log in if you want to, if you choose to without me. But I would prefer that you let me help you. So I make sure I answer all your questions before you actually do this. But if you want to, it's real easy. It's 2 or 3 minutes. You go to this page and you'll have this in your email. You come on here, it says don't have an account, and you hit the sign up button. When you do, all of this is going to populate. You're going to put your name and your last name, phone number, and email and all that stuff. Down here where it says sales executive code, that's me. That's a capital Noble 20. And that'll be on my email too. Noble20. That gets you in. Okay. And then you hit agree. And as soon as you do, what you're going to do is you're going to get an email. And the email is to authorize that, yes, this is my email address. Yes, you are talking to me. And so you say yes, and now you're in and you will see that dashboard with all the stuff. You can't use it, but you're registered now and you're in. And if you want to pay and get started, down in the lower left is subscription. You hit that and you'll make your payment credit card, and then you'll get 5 emails within seconds of actually paying for the software. First one is welcome. Second one is a receipt, so you can write off your taxes. The third one is let's get your DLC set up. We're going to pay the $47 for you. Here's the paperwork. You need to fill this out. I want to make sure you understand this. You need an EIN number. So if you have one you want to use, great. If you don't, it's the only thing I've seen the government do properly. You go into irs.gov, and in the lower left, it says EIN for a small business. You can have multiple EIN numbers. You're going to click on that. You're going to walk through 10 or 12 questions. It's going to be fast and easy, and you will instantly get the paperwork, the document with the new EIN number as soon as you get through, less than 5 minutes. You're going to take that, a headshot, what you're actually selling, and send that back to us with that form, and then we start the process right then. From that point, it takes a few days to get that back from the federal government. In the meantime, we're going to start getting you set up to load in your leads from the CRM. We're going to introduce you to those lead companies. You talk to them, you vet them. If you want to buy some, great. If you don't, it's okay. And then you're also going to get a text or an email that says, get on the schedule so we can get your language set up. Okay. And then you're off and running. Now, this is real important. I'm not going to bug you, and I'm not going to chase you, and I'm not going to hound you to get in this program. You saw the one guy, he don't have $700. I don't want to make him feel bad about that. But I can tell you that if he don't have $700 to get his thing going, I just wish him the best, because I don't know how he's going to make it in this business. You have to play the numbers. But I've talked your head off. I appreciate your time today. I'm going to send this with all the bullet points so you can watch them as bullet points, read it, or you can watch the video. It's awesome. Watch it again and again. And if you have questions, write them down and call me, right? Don't text me. Don't email me. Call me on the phone so I can actually have a conversation with you, because I want to meet you. We're going to be working together. I want to make sure that I can help you out. All right. Well, I guess that's it. I'm going to go have my next cup of coffee. What about you?